Let's go. Stop being busy and start being productive. That's what we're going to talk about today, guys. Good morning, Freedom Achievers. It's great to see everybody here today. I'm Coach David Adam Kurz, and as always, I'm fired up to help you kick off another powerful week in your real estate business. Now, today's topic hits the heart of one of the greatest misconceptions in business today, the myth that busy equals productive. You see, in real estate, where calls and showings and listings and follow-ups and paperwork never stop, it's easy to mistake activity for accomplishment. But here's the truth. Busyness without clear direction is just another path to burning out, not success. Now, I don't know about you guys, but, or I don't know if you remember this or if you even knew this, but last year I suffered a heart attack. And that heart attack, I want to bring that up after saying busyness without clear direction is just another path to burning out, not success. And after that heart attack, I promise you this, I stood in my office on that whiteboard right there while my wife sat in that chair over there. And I said to her, here are our businesses. Which one of these can we get rid of so that we can just go all in into something else so that we're not going crazy? So these are things I want you to think about. I tell you my story so that you don't suffer a heart attack from stress and burning out and so forth today, right? Now, so today, let's dive deep into how you can go from being busy to being genuinely productive, okay? Now, we're going to define busy versus productive real quick. Let's define this clearly, the difference between busy and productive. Busy people focus on tasks, appointments, and immediate demands, and they fill their calendars respond instantly to every email. They run in every direction. They often end the day exhausted, yet somehow feeling unfulfilled. While productive people, on the other hand, focus on results. They prioritize tasks based on impact. They carefully manage their attention, knowing that most precise resource isn't just their time, but their energy and focus as well. Here's a great quote from Tim Ferriss, best-selling author of the 4-Hour Workweek. Focus on being productive instead of being busy. Now, I'm going to stop right here real quick because I definitely want to say something. I don't know. I know that the 4-Hour Workweek was a fantastic book. Tim Ferriss is a genius for writing this book. And I do agree with the quote, focus on being productive instead of being busy. But I don't necessarily agree with the full book of the 4-Hour Workweek. And if I were to really implement the 4-Hour Workweek, I would probably have 3 or 4 things going on at the same time, knowing that I could spend 4 hours a week on those 3 or 4 things to continue to grow. And I think it really depends on the person who you are. I'm the type of person that I can't work 4 hours a week and then just do nothing for the rest of the time. I don't like to chill that much. I don't have a lot of hobbies. This is what I do. This is what I enjoy to do. And by the way, creating this video and being live with you right now and seeing your comments on YouTube, this is the kind of stuff that gets my flame going, right? And so you got to really follow your passion in this too. Now, did you know, according to a recent survey by Rescue Time, the average professional spends only about 2 hours and 48 minutes a day genuinely productive. The rest of the time spent on distractions, busy work, unnecessary tasks, and endless interruptions. Now, think about this for a second. Imagine you being a boss and having a staff and knowing that you're paying the staff for 40 hours a week, but they're really, truly, only genuinely productive 2 hours and 48 minutes a day. That would really piss you off, right? Because you've got, like, let's say 10 staff members. You're paying them each 40-hour work weeks, and they're only really productive 2 hours and 48 minutes per day. Okay, let's call that an average of 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, 15 hours. 15 hours, they're giving you real production. You're paying them for 40. And that would piss you off. Well, why doesn't it piss you off that you're putting in 80-hour weeks, 60-hour weeks, 40-hour weeks, whatever it is that you do, and the average productivity that you have is 2 hours and 48 minutes? That should really piss you off. And this might surprise you, but research from Harvard Business Review shows that multitasking can reduce productivity by up to 40%. Why? Because your brain needs to focus on one thing. And if you're doing 10 things at the same time, you can't function that way. And I know a lot of you are thinking right now, but Dave, you run the Freedom Achiever Academy and you try to sell that, and you run you're building a downline at LPT, and you're running a team, the Kurz team at LPT, and you're a partner in a title company that you're trying to blow up in Texas, and you're absolutely right. But I don't work them at the same time. I separate my time, and I know when my hours for New World title is, and I know when my hours for the Kurz team is, and I know when my hours for recruiting and development is. I know when I'm supposed to be doing things. And that is the key to this. See, when you jump from task to task, your brain pays a task switching penalty, costing valuable time and clarity. Think about this for a second. If you're making prospecting calls, then stopping to answer emails, checking social media, and then back to calls, you're constantly restarting your brain's focus engine, wasting precious minutes and energy each time. So how do you shift gears from being busy to being productive? It all starts with prioritization. You got to get your priorities right. According to Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, the key to productivity is put first things first. I know, sounds simple, right? Put the first things first. I always say put your money-making activity first, but this is Stephen Covey. Great book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Look into it. Here's a simple productivity hack called the Eisenhower Matrix. Picture your task in 4 quadrants. Urgent and important, which means immediate, impactful actions, writing contracts, negotiations, client closings. Important but not urgent, long-term growth activities, prospecting, relationship building, training. Urgent but not important. Interruptions, certain calls, unnecessary meetings. Neither urgent nor important. Scrolling social media mindlessly, gossip, minor distractions. Now, most people spend their day stuck in quadrants 3 and 4. Being busy, highly productive professionals intentionally spend time in quadrants 1 and 2, building long-term success. Now, imagine dedicating just 2 hours daily to quadrant 2. Constant or consistent prospecting, personal development, relationship nurturing, and in 30 days, you'd experience a powerful shift in your business. Let's get scientific. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, emphasizes the necessity of uninterrupted periods of concentrated effort. In fact, research from UC Irvine reveals that once distracted, it can take an average of 23 minutes and 15 seconds to refocus fully. Each interruption doesn't just cost you the moment, it steals nearly half an hour of your productivity. So how do you stay focused? Number 1, block time. Create specific blocks, 60 to 90 minutes each in your calendar dedicated to one high important task, whether it's follow-ups, lead gen, or business planning. During these blocks, silence your notifications, put your phone aside, and fully immerse in yourself. Example, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., lead generation. 11 a.m. to noon, client follow-ups. Noon to 12:30, emails and admin tasks. Number 2, eliminate distractions. Productivity isn't just about doing more. It's also about doing less of what steals your energy. Silence unnecessary notifications, batch check your emails and texts, and avoid social media during peak productivity hours. Now, we're not saying avoid posting on social media and posting your marketing stuff and doing your videos like I'm doing right now. By the way, during a peak hour, this right here is me reaching out to you, uplifting you, and maybe one day you work with me in one of my businesses. That's the entire goal. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to lift you up so that you appreciate what we're doing for you. And then you turn around and say, you know what, Dave? I'd like to work with you on whatever it is that I do, whether it be my academy, coaching, my team, my title business. I want to work with you. And so I feel that if I bring you tremendous amounts of value, you would want to work with me too. What this is saying is stop scrolling mindlessly during peak hours and messing with your time. Now, let's take a look at concrete examples. One of my coaching clients was struggling last year, constantly busy, constantly stressed, yet barely closing deals. Her calendar was packed, yet income wasn't reflecting the effort, right? And I know a lot of you are feeling that. So together, we shifted her mindset from busy work to productivity priorities. She implemented time blocking, dedicated mornings to consistent prospecting, and limited client appointments to afternoons. She committed to no multitasking and practiced intentional follow-ups instead of randomly chasing leads. Within 6 months, she tripled her closed transactions, increased her client satisfaction rating significantly, and reported less stress and greater clarity. Why? Because productivity isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter with intention. Freedom achievers, that's you guys. You guys are with me. You're a freedom achiever. You can achieve the same transformation. So starting today, here's what I challenge you guys to do this week. Number 1, audit your week. Identify the top 3 most impactful tasks. Then time block, schedule dedicated, uninterrupted blocks for those tasks. And then 3, commit to single tasking. Eliminate distractions during these times and protect your focus fiercely. Remember this. Your ultimate success in real estate, in sales, and in life isn't measured by how busy you appear, but by the results you produce. Make productivity your new standard of excellence. I believe in every single one of you, and I know that this will be the most productive and impactful week you've ever had if you just follow this simple method. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I always say this. Make sure you guys share this on your social media or wherever else. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your colleagues, with your team members, share it with your downlines, your uplines, everybody. Click the link, subscribe, and then I want you to click that share, copy that link, put it on your social media, and I want you to put it out. Not for my benefit, but for the benefit of the people out there that you might impact. Somebody that you know that's in your network needs to hear this today. Thank you. Let's go make this happen. All right, guys. See you later.